August 14th, 2025, Yucaipa, California. It begins like an ordinary day. Families stroll through shops, the hum of traffic blends with laughter, and the golden sun casts long shadows across Yucaipa Boulevard. No one suspects that this very afternoon will etch itself into the town's history forever. The Haro family pulls into the Big Five sporting goods parking lot. They are not strangers here, just a mother, a father, and their infant son, 7-month-old Emmanuel. A baby with wide, curious eyes, completely unaware of the evil lurking in the world. His mother steps out of the car. She says she needed to change his diaper. And then, in her words, it all goes dark. She claims someone struck her, knocking her unconscious. When she wakes, Emmanuel is gone. No baby, no stroller, no sound. Just emptiness. Police arrive quickly. Deputies flood the area, scanning rows of parked cars, knocking on nearby businesses, pulling footage from every possible camera. But what they find is haunting. No screaming witnesses, no tire marks speeding away, no single suspect caught on camera. Nothing. Emmanuel seems to have vanished without a trace. And the first wave of questions slams into the community. How can a baby just disappear? How could no one see anything? The sheriff's department delivers a chilling statement. We cannot rule out foul play.
But then comes the most confusing blow. No Amber Alert is issued. Why? Because authorities say they don't have a suspect, don't have a car, don't have enough to alert the public. But for many, that's not an explanation, it's an excuse. And while officials wrestle with procedure, precious minutes tick away. Minutes that could decide whether Emmanuel is alive or not. Let me stop you right here. Imagine you're a parent. Imagine stepping out of your car for a moment, only to return to find silence where your child once was. Wouldn't you want the world screaming their name from the rooftops? Wouldn't you beg people to spread awareness, to never let your child's face fade into the shadows? That's why subscribing here isn't just about a button. It's about refusing to turn away, refusing to stay silent. Because silence is how stories like Emmanuel's are buried. And if you ignore this now, what happens when it's your street, your town, your child? As the hours stretch, whispers begin. Witnesses claim they saw the mother acting strangely before the incident. Others insist they saw nothing at all. And then the rumors sharpen. Could the parents themselves be hiding something? Investigators dig into the father's history. They find a past conviction, a dark shadow that suddenly paints the family in suspicion. Could Emmanuel's disappearance have been orchestrated? Could this tragedy be far more complicated than a random kidnapping? The community grows divided. Some believe wholeheartedly that a stranger snatched the child. Others whisper that the story doesn't add up. Friends start to distance themselves. Neighbors avoid eye contact. Online forums explode with theories, each one darker than the last. And here's the dangerous truth. While the world debates, Emmanuel is still missing. Every day without answers, the chances of finding him alive shrink. And that's the part people hate to face. Babies don't just vanish into thin air. Someone knows, someone saw, someone is staying quiet.
But here's the haunting part for you, watching this right now. If a baby can disappear in broad daylight from a public parking lot surrounded by people, what makes you think you're safe? What makes you think your child, your niece, your nephew couldn't be next? And if that thought doesn't rattle you, ask yourself, are you truly paying attention? If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, I want you to think long and hard about why. Because not subscribing isn't just ignoring a channel, it's ignoring the warning signs. And ignoring warnings is how ordinary people walk blindly into nightmares. Detectives release Emmanuel's photo. His tiny face spreads across Facebook posts, flyers, news segments. Some pray, some fear the worst, some accuse. And yet, no real lead surfaces. One eyewitness, a woman leaving a nearby store, claims she saw a suspicious figure lingering near the Haro vehicle. Another swears she saw the mother stumbling before she ever left the car. Conflicting stories, contradictions, and in the fog of confusion, the truth gets harder and harder to see. Meanwhile, the sheriff's department faces backlash. Why wasn't an Amber Alert blasted? Why wasn't the public given every chance to help in those first crucial hours? The officials stand firm in their reasoning, but families across California whisper, if it were my baby, would they have done the same? Or would they have failed me too? And here's where you, the viewer, come in. Stories like Emmanuel's don't die because of evil alone. They die because people stop caring, because people scroll past, because people stay silent. If you think just watching is enough, it's not. Subscribing here is not just clicking, it's choosing not to turn away. Because when you ignore cases like this, you're silently agreeing that the next Emmanuel could vanish and no one would notice. And if that doesn't scare you, it should. Days have passed now. Emmanuel's crib is still. His toys untouched. His parents' faces are plastered across interviews, but doubts hang heavy in every word. Investigators push forward, but the trail grows colder. The public demands answers, but the silence only grows louder. So ask yourself, where is Emmanuel Haro? Who took him? And why has this case slipped so quickly into shadows? Until we know the truth, let this story sink deep into your heart. Because Emmanuel's disappearance is more than just a mystery. It's a warning. A warning that no place is truly safe, that even the most ordinary day can shatter in seconds. And if you've made it this far and you're still not subscribed, remember this. People who ignore stories like this often regret it only when it's too late. Don't be one of them. Subscribe now so you never say, I wish I had paid attention.